Shall we go in? Where are we? We gotta find a dress ASAP. This one is why I came here. Was my #1 pick. I have to show you the whole dress. Very flattering. It's just a FaceTime. This isn't the actual World Wide Web. They actually have Arrow's old crib in here. Making me kind of sad. Surprise! The hair is gone. We went blonder. That's really the only update with my hair. I am gonna put back in extensions. My sister, my ex-stepsister, but like stepsister, the sister from my mom's second marriage is getting married next weekend. And I need a dress for Creative Black Tie. So we're gonna go to House of CB together. I once again forgot my tripod, which is twice in a row. We're here in LA, the famous Sunset Boulevard. Don't worry about all the trash in my car. There's much more than you can actually see. My daughter's with her father, and we're gonna just pack in as much stuff today as we can. We are also staying somewhere I've never stayed before. It is a family friend's guest house, and they're out of town, but their main house is under construction. So we'll see what that's like. We're always up for an adventure on our nomadic weekends. If you watch my last vlog, I kind of explain how my weekends are right now. But no more chatting. We need to get shopping because we got to find a dress ASAP. This one is why I came here. Was my #1 pick, and I think I actually really like it. Well, nothing's going on here, so I have to show you the whole dress to get the vibe. The corset, really cute. Extra black heels, little pointed toe. Okay, now you can see the lacing and the applique. It's the first one I tried on, but I think it might be the winner. I feel like it would look good on someone if they actually had curves. I have some, but like, it's nice. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you guys would like this one better, but I think the other one is speaking to me. I don't like all this ruching that's over here. It does feel really good on the body. I will give it that. #3, love the color, but this is just not working. I feel like for a corset, it really doesn't give much. And then this half thing, I don't know. I just love the color of this. And it has all this corsetting on the side. I know it's so different than the other ones. It's just because there's a cocktail party before and I have a matching blue purse. But I don't think it's doing a lot. Something is weird about it and I don't know what. Is it the draping here? No, I don't know. Darn. The color is gorgeous though. We had to do one for fun. Okay, obviously this is not the wedding. I think I'm doing Stagecoach this year, so maybe something like this. But it's so hard to lace up that that's not gonna work for me. But otherwise, really cute. If I had a team of people to put me into this top, it's very flattering. Tell you, I live very nomadically. I haven't stayed here. We are in, I'm gonna say Venice area. It's not really Venice area, but just to protect the privacy. Shall we go in? Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I have a lot of bags. Where are we? Okay. Looks like there's a little loft upstairs. It's cute. They do have children, as you can probably notice. And a lot of beds. A lot of beds in this one room. Lighting's not bad. And they actually have Arrow's old crib in here. Making me kind of sad. That's Arrow's old crib. I'm hearing a lot of noises outside. I'm gonna try to set this up to film here and answer some questions. You guys had some questions. I'm getting a little spooked out. They have a cat that just walked in. I wasn't expecting that. That's fine. But why am I so paranoid? Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. If you can't tell, I struggle with anxiety in different forms. A little anxiety attack, a little daily just anxiety throughout my life, social anxiety, panic attacks, which are a little different, but you know, sometimes they all kind of come together for a fun party in my head. and I'm just naturally like a very tense person. If anyone ever comes up to me and they like go like this, they're like, whoa, relax. And I'm like, this is my relaxed state. I will hop into the Q&A section next. I do have your Qs and I want to A them. But really quick, I want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring a portion of today's video. We all know social media can have a huge fakeness around it, and what I try to bring to social media is the real and authentic everything of my life, and I will show pretty much and tell pretty much anything and everything. But even with that, I still do get anxiety from comparison of watching other content creators. Even though I know what creating that content looks like is very different than what's behind the curtain. Anxiety does look different for everyone, and the resources and ways to handle it and cope with it are gonna look different for everyone. If you decide to use BetterHelp, you fill out a little questionnaire and they will match you to the best licensed professional therapist for you. If you are dealing with anything, if you're dealing with anxiety, don't let it rule your life. I will have a link down below. It is just betterhelp.com/Baylin, and you will get a discount off your first month of therapy. Hopping into something fun, this question, Brooke asked, baby names you love but didn't use. You asked the right person because I still have my notes app of baby names. Let me see. These are all girl names, by the way. Some of them are gender neutral, but I knew I was having a girl when I started coming up with names. My list was Onyx. I really like Onyx. Goldie. I love Goldie. Poppy. Love Poppy. Indigo. We actually did incorporate that in a way. It's different than Indigo, but it was inspired by Indigo into my daughter's name. I don't know if we ever said it. Bambi, Ivy, River, Rebel, Winter. For extra points, I do have my daughter's father's list too. It's so different than mine. Dagger, Alaska, Kodiak, Ranger, Scout, Bandit. Those were just the ones that I was like, maybe. I know we had Danger on the list for a little bit, but I didn't even add it. I was like, I'm not yelling Danger out in a park, and we're not having James Bond where Danger is her middle name. Fun fact, with Arrow, I did have the idea of the nicknames either Ari or Ari or Ro. We haven't ever used a nickname with her. I think Arrow just is short enough. And it just fits her really well, but down the line, there are potential really cute nicknames for Arrow. Someone asked, how do I take such good photos? It's funny because I don't think I take the best photos, but then again, whenever I'm out with friends, they always want me to have the photos and do my filter and everything. So I guess there's something to it. But number one, with a good photo, you have to have good lighting. There's just certain times of the day where photos will photograph the best, or if you're inside, having a ring light is really nice too. If it's a nighttime photo, the G7X with the flash immediately makes it look like a professional took the photo if you throw like a little filter on it. Filter wise, I usually use Lightroom. It's just very similar to what I'm used to editing. So what I really like with that is that I can do color corrections with exact color. So I can pick orange and I can darken, I can light it, I can change the hue. And so I can really fine tune each photo. And then once I kind of have a look I like, I can just copy and paste it to everything, and it makes it really cohesive. If I'm feeling like I want something really, really easy, if you're not used to editing or Lightroom or Photoshop, I would suggest the Tezza app. I do think the filters are a little strong. You can turn them down and play with it, but it definitely has a look to it. And sometimes some photos just don't do best with like such a strong filter. I kind of like stuff sometimes that doesn't look that filtered. But if you want to really set a mood, the Tezza filters they're so mood. If you want to get really extra about it, I also like Snapseed. I think that's free, but I use that after I take it into a app where I can really mess with the colors. And then with Snapseed, you can actually pinpoint different areas of the picture and brighten or darken them, add saturation, take away saturation. So sometimes if I want the background to be more muted or brighter, that is what I would use Snapseed for. Not so much for a mood or a filter, but yeah, those are mainly are what I use. Next we have Olivia. She came with how did you cope with the loose skin before your tummy tuck? Now, this is probably why I feel the way I do about my tummy tuck now, is I never thought super negatively about it. It didn't really affect me. Like, I was fine if obviously I'm a single mom, if I was like hooking up with a guy, I didn't really think anything much of it. It didn't really affect how I wanted to dress. It was really more of a feeling thing to me. I never could activate my abs because of my diastasis recti. I always was paranoid of my umbilical hernia. I just wasn't loving how my belly button was. Again, but I wasn't thinking about it. It just felt like, it didn't feel like I was in my own skin or own body. But I wouldn't say there was much coping I had to do. I tried everything with, you know, physical therapy and working out to fix the muscle and everything. But after years of just feeling like I wasn't in my own body, I went obviously down the tummy tuck route. I'm almost at 4 months, and I would not recommend it for someone in my situation. Obviously, having the diastasis recti fixed is so nice. Having the hernia fixed is so nice, but it is such a crazy invasive surgery. I am still healing from it. I'm still totally taped up and everything. I actually have tape on my belly button. Kind of look like a alien right now. I have no sensation on my skin from here to about where, like, a little bit below the scar. Thankfully I can feel everything else, but it's all here feels heavy, uncomfortable, and once again, I don't feel like I'm in my body. I'm in my own skin. I can't, like, I just want to like rip it off of me. So I'm having a harder time coping now than I did beforehand. If I could go back in time, I think what I would have done is, instead of going through the tummy tuck route, I would have got a laparoscopy procedure where it's just like 2 little holes. I got that for my endometriosis. It is so much better and so much easier to heal from, where they do the muscle repair just with those 2 little pinpoint holes. I would have done that, and I would have got my hernia patched up, and the loose skin just would have been the loose skin. If anyone is in my exact old position, that would be my advice and mindset now. But again, it's your body. You can do whatever you want with your body. I just, you know, share the real and the raw and everything, and that is my personal truth. I don't think this is the name, Claudium? It's kind of pretty, actually. She wants to know, how long will I be living at my parents' house? I've been there 6 months now. Obviously, my daughter goes to school hours away where we live, and that's kind of keeping me there throughout the school year. I don't know. I feel like the world is in such a weird place that I don't know how a big city like LA is going to be. I'm kind of just writing things out, and obviously I would love to have my own space with my daughter, but at the same time, I love being with my family. I love having them close. I could live with my parents forever. That would be really bad for my dating life, so we're gonna have to think about that. And my answer is just, I don't know. We're going with the flow. We got a question that I'm really embarrassed to answer. If you watched my last video, I was talking about dating. This person wants a dating update, and I do have one. But the issue is, I thought this person got out of a relationship like 6 months before our date, and it looks like it was more like a month before, and it was a bad relationship type situation. So they're looking for something short-term and fun as of right now, and they see me more of a long-term kind of person, and I'm looking for long-term. And yeah, with just not blending well in those areas, I think it was the right person at the wrong time. I think it's funny because I think the dating app we met on, it's that the catchphrase, it's designed to be deleted, but I took it a step far where I didn't make this man delete the app. I made him delete where he said looking for a long-term relationship, he deleted that from his profile after 2 dates with me. I made this man question how serious he wants to be about love in 2 dates. That is what happened. I'm hesitant on sharing this just because I hope he's not watching this. I just felt like it was just such, in every capacity, a natural connection. Chemistry on every level. And I hope he's able to heal in the ways he needs to right now. It does make sense, actually, why he would want something short term or just have fun or to focus on himself. And I hope we circle back and this is a happy story in the future, because he's kind of a person I would wait for a little bit. I don't know. That's my dating update. You're like my girlfriend, so I'm telling you things that I shouldn't tell you. But we're not going to share it, right? Because it's just a FaceTime. This isn't the actual World Wide Web. This is a FaceTime. And I have no option of cooking, so I had to get stuff like this. These little, I don't know, adult Lunchables, charcuterie boards, a bag of the OG. My daughter and I, these are our favorites. This is so random. I got a water. I like the nipple tops because I didn't want to dehydrate. I also got an Olipop, the orange soda kind of flavor. I'm either really confident I love this flavor or I hate it. I got another food item. I didn't go in for food, but these mango guava, if I love these, my daughter loves these. If not, they'll become a car snack. I actually keep car snacks in this little bag now because we do so many 2-3 hour drives that Mom does not want to stop. I'll have snacks in the car. Now, what I actually went in for was a phone charger because I forgot mine. And I've been charging it in my car, but we need an at-home option. And I forgot my SD card reader, which this can also plug into, because I realize now I don't think the computer I have has a USB port. I don't know why they keep changing all the ports and all the technology. It's too much for me. But this guy does everything. Had to get those in order to make this video happen tomorrow. And I might return this. I have a bunch of tripods at home. I just forgot a tripod. And if I film anything else today, I have this. If not, I can return it. I think that's it. My car is a mess. Let's get home to where our current home is. It is pretty good. Oh, this just got sad. Maybe that means it's time for me to edit. It's quiet. That's nice. That's not an everyday thing. I'll focus on that, and hopefully my life will be exciting one day. One day and I'll film it. But until then, cheers to the simple life and finding the beauty in it.